Hi everybody. I'm probably gonna stream for a bit, so I'm not gonna squish my ears the whole time, but go whacking all my stuff out of whack. Hope everyone's doing good today. It is a rainy day here, and I don't have much I have to do, so I started working on some custodian wardens earlier this week. So I think I'm just gonna work on them for a while and hang out with anyone who pops in and just have kind of a chill, slow, rainy day, because it makes it a good day to hobby. So if you're watching the VOD, say hi in the comments. Please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. I, once again, am not sticking to any sort of schedule or any plan for my current YouTube adventures besides using it as an excuse to get me to paint and enjoy my hobby and hopefully continue to interact with some of you lovely people out there in the world of the internet. Yeah, more than anything, say hi, share the channel if you like, you know, and we'll see what happens as we move forward. Yeah, enjoy. I'm gonna just start painting. So, yeah. Something I forgot to do, because I had already, I've got the whole squad of 5 here. They'd been base coated gold for a little bit, but I had just jumped right in and done a wash over the gold and then moved on to doing the blue highlights, and I forgot to do any kind of highlighting on the armor. And I'm not super inclined to put all that much effort into these guys. I mean, the sculpts do a lot of work for themselves, and you know, I only care so much. So I'm just going to start with a dry brush of my Pro Acryl White Gold, which is, of course, my base coat of my Custodian's armor. Just gonna start with a dry brush of that over the armor, just to give us a light, just a light highlight. Just a little bit more brightness in here, I think. Let me get... There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Just a nice little highlight. Nice. Ah. This is gonna be a thing with these because I've just been lightly tacking these guys down on their bases so I could use them in game. Well, still letting me paint their bases later, which I'll probably do today. When I need a break from painting blue. Because that's gonna be most of the work today, is painting the blue on the waist wraps, on the pauldrons, on the head crests, and then getting the guardian spears done out. Which is always fun to do power weapons. I'm being a little too rough with this. Just heard the super glue crack on this guy's base too. There we go. Ah, what do you know? That's odd. That's an easy fix though. See? Oh man. Well, let's fix the models I just broke. Oh, jeez, okay. That's that. Man, this stinks. This. I think these two guys need just a little bit more. Let's get this guy's arm tacked back on. It's kind of nice to have a sleepy day off, to be fully honest. Oh, come on. Why don't you want to stay on? Reference model. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. It's a little bit darker than a reference model, but I'm kind of okay with that. Just need this guy's arm to stay on. All right, let's get back to the real painting of the day. Get me 2 brushes. See that? And this. Quick little B-reel. So, yeah. Let's do the big bits first. Start here. Little clean up. Always worth doing quickly. Need this to be just a... Oh, that's not really what I wanted to happen. Didn't need this thinned out that much, but... Alright, we'll see. It's a little thin, but it will do. Nope. It's just got some mounting putty, some blue tack. on there, because this guy has a much bigger cape to paint the other side of, so I just took him off his base. Technically, this is the Shield Captain build out of the Custodian Guard box, but just can't let a good cape go to waste, you know? So, of course, gotta use that build. It just looks so good. I haven't run him as a shield captain yet, just using him as another warden, but you know, the option's always there. Well, hypothetically, because the new, you know, dedicated shield captain model is coming out, which I've kind of got mixed feelings about. I wish he wasn't so squat looking. Wish he didn't look so like short and stout. But I don't hate the new styling of him. The very like you know, opulent, highly decorated. So. Yeah, I know I should probably be like chatting and making sure I'm entertaining and all that, but if you're watching, say hi and we'll chat, but really just want to have a painting day. Figured if I'm going to sit here anyway, might as well throw up a stream. Chat with anyone who pops in. Ah. Stay. I just have to make sure I get in there with some gold and clean up some of this stuff. Head crest. Hasn't had a second coat. If I could finish this squad today, that'd be nice, but I'm not gonna put too much stress on it. Y'all hear my roommate running around? With these wobbly feet today. It just means I'll have to paint the bases so I can get the. Oh, it's so much water. Oh, jeez. Get out of there. I know. Come on. This poor number 4 Monument Hobbies brush has seen me through most of my base coating and all my history. So yeah, seen better days. Seen better days. Definitely seen better days. I'm gonna take a couple breaks of painting throughout this stream just because I know if I just paint for like 3-4 hours straight, I'm gonna go crazy. But I want to take a glance at the new releases from Adepticon. I want to check out the Adepticon releases because I haven't yet. Let me just do this. Haven't checked those out in any detail, just seen a couple pictures. So pull those out and I'll chat about them for a little bit. And also maybe just take a little glance around. And I keep getting the urge to start an Imperial Guard army, and I've got a couple ideas on how to do that. But I figured we could have a chat about that too at some point. And well, if I really get bored, I haven't played Custodes Blood and Teeth for a while, and I haven't finished that story arc yet, that game yet. So I could always play some of that. But really, just trying to enjoy a nice, chill, rainy day. Yeah. I know y'all heard that. Oh, my roommate's about to start blasting music in the next room, isn't she? All right, I gotta see how bad that is. That's terrible. Okay. That's gonna get me a copyright strike if nothing else will. You can't hear me if I make this quiet, huh? Shoot. What can I do? Let's clean my brush so that doesn't get all crusty and nasty. Let's see if I can fix this. Deal with. Excuse me for a second. I'll just try to fix this live, I guess. No, let me do this. I'll be right back. I just gotta test some things. Okay. What's this? Okay, that's one. Okay, so that helps a bit. And this still doesn't fix the problem. Wow. This is... That's worse. This is better. I mean, the best I can do is kind of just turn down the volume on the microphone and make sure I'm talking loudly, I guess. Oh, and of course I did that wrong. Of course I did that wrong, so you heard me futzing with that the entire time, huh? Well, ain't that just lovely? Well, if we get a copyright strike, we get a copyright strike, and the best thing I can do is put on an extra filter here to try to do this. Let's try to help that. You know? Boom, boom. Yo, this is kind of silly. And like, no, I'm not gonna just go talk to her. She'll be done in a little bit. I don't really care all that much. Let's just see. I mean, okay, so right now this is cutting out everything but my voice. And that is a solution. So as long as I'm not talking, we won't get splash over. That's a start. Okay, so we might have to go without music, which kind of stink. Let's see if I can fix that. It's probably gonna involve me bringing... Because I really don't want our music to be able to play. I hope this is... me futzing with this is somewhat entertaining as I, close this down. It's not terrible. It's better. I think it's better. Tell me if it's better. If anyone's in chat, tell me if that's better. There's been very little of our music coming through. Let's try this. Let's see. Seems better to me. Hey, what do you know? Adjusting stream live. How much fun is that? Maybe better than nothing. I can still hear her music, but yeah, let's see. Please, someone tell me if that is actually better or if it's not, because I want to get back to painting, and I can sit here and watch my little soundbar play music and not play music, and I can keep like micro adjusting it, but okay, that seems stable enough for me for now. Let me know if it sounds like shit. We're trying to make things happen. Just gonna drop a note in chat for anyone who shows up when I'm not talking. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't post about this stream on my Instagram story, which I usually do. So, while I wait to see if anyone has opinions on the audio, a quick post. We're live. Say hi. Paste. Check that out. Gear Guts, man! Releasing another really awesome looking orc mech. Let's see. See if I can. Oh, come on. There we go. 10 baht. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me switch this over. So this is, I think, today, or at least, I mean, it's showing up as the most recent upload. Today's release, yeah, so this is today's release from Gear Guts. Absolutely nasty looking little walker. I really like his designs that are like this, with the really like high collared and like high hung shoulders on it, with like the recessed head. And I like that head, very like masked helmet, triple barrel autocannon over the shoulder. I'm a fan of that. What size is this? 10 boss. 10, okay, so this is Parks of Dimensions. 62 millimeters high. This is an infantry. No, this is not. This is of course not an infantry model. Hold on. I don't always work. My brain doesn't always do metric great. Come on, calipers. I don't know what it has been with these calipers recently. They just don't like the way the battery sits in here. Ugh. I mean, I don't need the exact, but 65 millimeters tall. But yeah, no, this is like infantry model size. Really? On a 40 millimeter base. Interesting. Because I was kind of queuing it in to be like a Death Dread kind of proxy, something I'd use for my Wall Dog Knights, but no, I mean, it's a big infantry model. It's quite a bit bigger than Buff Tack here. Interesting. I wonder. Let's see. 10 bosses. This is not a tag I'm used to seeing on here, so it's just probably ones I haven't looked at. Here's a boss, Daka boss. let's see, Bruiser Boss. 55 millimeters high. And like, I know that your guts' whole shtick is like 62 millimeters high. It's like orcs who, or sorry, bruises, not orcs. But bruises that have been like successful and winning so much that they just get bigger and bigger and bigger, because that is kind of more accurate, which is one of the reasons why like my Knight Tyrant model for Morkivelli, my mech boss in my Stompa wall, is absolutely ridiculously massive. Is because, well, he do be winning and he do be the biggest boss, so he's got a massive mech. But I mean, that being said, I obviously could get this and scale it up, and it was probably gonna go on my wish list to be, I mean, a Night Carnivore is an obvious option, or sorry, a Wadog Carnivore is an obvious option, but if I could, what's the shoulder? It's just a flat joint on the shoulder. I could probably do something, either cutting the forearm off that armor and then some kit bash kind of stuff. I could easily give him another gun and run him as a huntsman or a stalker or something like that. So there's some good options there. What's everybody and anyone saying? We got any opinions about this cool new model down here? No, maybe not. Anything? No. Let's see if there's anything else new from Gear with Guts. Fuel tanker. That's a nice looking truck. No, that looks kind of big to be a truck. What's the dimensions on that? 140, 140, 300? Oh, that's a baby battle wagon proxy. Not bad. Yes, lots of bits. Comes in lots of parts, easy to print. Honestly, especially the vehicle stuff from Gear Guts is not bad to print on an FDM printer. Oh, something I should look, because I know his Wrecker's line is his more fantasy geared orcs. What is on this dude's show? Oh my gosh. What are these grots doing? Are the grots on his back like actively using that anvil? I want to see like a top-down view. I mean, it would make sense. That's really freaking funny. But no, I think this line is supposed to be more Sigmar geared stuff. Definitely cool. Can't remember. I know one of his affiliates. Yes. I think it's Maker's Cult has some. Pretty good guard models. These are nice. Not too ornate, which I'm never gonna complain about, because simple paint jobs, especially on guard, read so much better on tabletop. And don't get me wrong, gorgeous paint jobs are gorgeous paint jobs. But, oh, those are cool. Mech suits, I guess. Sentinel proxies, las cannon and chainsaw options, autocannon stuff. You know, Arborgen Scout would make sense. The big plasma rifle. That's fun. Very blue people avatar. Don't hate it. This is maybe Space Marine proxies. They look like Thunder Warriors, which, if you want to do Thunder Warrior, that'd be really cool. These are, of course, legally distinct. Should be fun. Oh, this is cool. The Iron Hive. War Tyranids? That's too cool. I don't think my... There's some really fun... Oh, those are cool. Those are really cool. Definitely think too high detail to be nice on an FDM printer, but with a resin printer? Cyborg nids would be a lot of fun. Monsters. Let's get some monsters. Oh, look at these nasties. Oh, I've seen this model. I've seen this one. I think one of the guys at my local shop has this model for his nids. I can't remember what he ran it as. Very cool, big old nasty brain bug looking thing. Brain in a cage kind of thing. Cannon bugs. Sweet. Paints Many Lives. Hey, how are you doing, Paints Many Lives? Not too much. Doing a little painting on some wardens, but I got a little sidetracked making an Instagram post, and now we're poking around the Gear Guts Mech Shop site for models I definitely don't need to print and paint, because I have one Ork Prophecy and bits right there that needs some reprints, and I've got my Night Despoiler, which is not even fully base coated, and I'm running him as a Executioner right now. That's currently in my Crusade army, and then I have my massive Night Tyrant that is just absolutely not painted at all. So yeah. So right now I'm kind of poking around because I ordered this week some speed paints to do my Krieg kill team, and I've really kind of got the itch to start up a guard army. So I'm just taking a scroll through the other designers on Gear Guts. Ooh. These are some nice looking tanks. Very Cold War era. That was it, the Grizzly is very cool hull style. Like the heavily sloped armor, very round edges, very like Fallout, Atomic Age. I like that. Probably run it as a Rogel Dorn. Yeah. Doing your Sherman equivalents for your... Yes, because the Lehman Russ is definitely not just a slightly altered Sherman tank. Also for support. Coming soon. Dang. Light vehicles. These are some cool Sentinel models. Very steampunk, very almost like riveted Battletech. I don't hate it. I would probably never grab this from myself. Maybe I would. I'm not a huge fan of Sentinels in general, so... Ah, here's your World War... So here's my stuff for my Krieg. Here's my World War II German-style stuff. Oh, yeah. That would be a fun, like, Torox proxy. If I can get the scaling right. Oh yeah, love just Imperial Field Gun. Just a big old gun with some dudes standing next to it. I like the smoke cloud coming out the muzzle too. That's fun. I have to learn how to paint smoke because I don't. Oh. Now, what would you proxy this as? Rough Riders? What could you proxy that as? don't know. What I really just want right now for the way I want to start my guard army is some Krieg heads, just a batch of Krieg heads, and to get someone to resin print me some of these. Oh yeah, the mono wheel chaser is absolutely hilarious. Probably do a squad of those as like a Rough Riders proxy. Which one is this? This is, I can't remember which design this is. Maker's Cult, okay. Golden Dragon. Oh, that's, oh no, that was Golden Dragon. What is this guy? Star Pharaoh's Foundry. Hey, Mr. Crest, how you doing? YouTube sent me here, never heard of you before. Oh, well, good to have you. Just getting into paintings. Today is actually going to be my first day painting. Congratulations. I am doing some painting. I'm just taking a bit of a break. I'm working on some Custodian Wardens. What you painting today? Best hint for a beginner is just to start. Just start. Pick a model that's inspiring and not intimidating. Actually, this could be fun. We can come back to this, but I'm gonna jump to a different distraction. Come back to my top down. Give me 1 second. Oh. Here. Yeah. So, as evidence to my opinion of just start painting, first army I started collecting was Custodes, naturally, because I like my fancy golden boys. Be painting Chaos Space Marine Legionaries. Nice! But this is the first model I painted. He doesn't look bad, but he's not super interesting. And I definitely went overboard on like trying to do a glow effect on his spear. Everything is gold and there's not a whole lot of separation. And then this guy is my current go-to like basic reference model. And still not bothering to pull out all the details in the world, but there's a lot more clear separation. You know, the spear is a different color than the rest of him. There's a lot more blue, a lot more contrast on him. And these are probably painted like a year apart. And they're not amazing, but there's clear improvement, and that's all that matters. So hang out for as long as you want. You know, I am gonna get back to painting in a second, but just get started. What warband or legion are you planning to paint? Do you have a particular favorite you're looking at? Where was I? The crest need another touch up. Where's my... There's black and red and gold ones. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. The crest. Yeah, that's really awesome advice. It's just keep going. Just keep painting. And, you know, don't be scared to, well, try something different on each model, because you will, and it'll get better. And, I mean, I still run that first model even though he doesn't match the rest of my Custodians super well. I still put him on the tabletop because that's where I started. And even though he doesn't match, he matches good enough to count. Oh, that's awesome. No, having some friends to start with is definitely a bonus. I kind of started on my own and felt like I was a bit lost, except for the help of YouTube videos for a bit. So glad you got some friends who you can you know, directly ask advice and have in-person conversations with, because just having that little bit of support is so awesome. Oh yeah, no, YouTube is an excellent resource, and I mean, I'm just on here as a guy trying to have fun. I don't have all the experience and all the information and advice in the world, but no, I am very often and very quick to turn to YouTube when I'm like, I have this idea. How the heck do I do it? How do I make this idea a reality? Has someone done this before? And usually the answer is yes, which I like to see as a good thing, because then I'm not reinventing the wheel. But yeah, just get started. You know, find a community. Share your progress. Second to everything Paints Minis is saying. Which is kind of ironic. I assume you'd be the one live streaming today, not sitting in my chat. That is, unless you're multitasking. That's a good check. Oof. Yeah. Hope you some success today. Hope you enjoy it more than anything. Alright, let's Alright, I want to look at that last. Let's go back to here. Oop. I want to look at this last thing and see if this is... Ah, this is Necron stuff. Which, I mean, Star Pharaohs I should have known, but... still really cool. Not super helpful to me. And I think Blue Skies is another... yeah, Orc guy. You've got some really, really nice... I mean, hello. Hi, cat. Can I help you? Some really, really nice Orc minis. Yeah, lots of kind of plays on the kill team box. Oh my gosh. Yo, I can't. Oh, there's a scene behind the scenes again. I cannot with this cat. Why? Why do you want to be in the box? The box is covered in paint. An airbrush paint. Not good for you. You're in the box. What do you think, Chet? Should she stay in the box? Away from the studio today, I was looking around to make friends. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. I will, I've heard of your channel before. I don't think I've watched much of your stuff. Oh, you want to get out, that's it. So. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll definitely... I think I'm subscribed. Let me make sure I'm subscribed. Paint in this bucket. Paint. There you are. I think I saw one of your streams pop up on my feed. I was not subscribed. I am now subscribed. Would love to tag team with you sometime. I sadly don't have a bunch of scheduling stuff coming up, but yeah, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know. I just recognize your name. Like I said, I think I saw one of your streams pop up on my feed once upon a time. I will admit I often don't actually pop into live streams on this account, as I've got like a personal watch account that lives on my phone. But I'm trying to get better about actually being more active in the YouTube community around like actually painting and not just like gameplay stuff. So, you know, things come, things go. I hope you see some growth and success, because it's a fun thing to do. What am I doing? Back to top down. Let's keep painting. Oh. Why text messages? Greaves. I need to paint Greaves blue in jewels. Whew, my hands be shaking. Aw, this guy's got two of the same shoulder pad. That's a shame. Usually don't like doing that. Oh, my Custodes. Makes them feel a little too uniform to me. I think every set of their armor should be a bit more unique than that. kind of paints to use. I really just have experience with the Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl line. I like them. They're super easy to use. They thin out really easily. They cover well for the most part. And they blend really well with each other, which I appreciate, which I hope you would expect from like a consistent line. And then I'm trying to experience more with the Army Painter speed paints. I got this pot and a pot of orc flesh that have been serving me pretty well. The purples for my Space Marines. The orc flesh is for orc flesh, of course. But like I said a little bit earlier, I got I got kind of a set of the speed paints, not like a pre-built box, but like I put together like a speed paint only a paint recipe for some Imperial Guard, for a possible Imperial Guard army, and I'm gonna try to actually use the slap shot method for kind of the first time. I've really only tried painting in 2 styles. Here, let me grab a model out of one of my army boxes. So I've got 3 armies right now that I've, in various points of Pro Acryl is a killer. Yeah, it's awesome. We got the speed paints. I think they're fun. Here. I did this orc a bit ago. They're really, really nice for big areas that have texture. I haven't done more than just a couple models using mostly speed paint. So like this orc's skin and his purple shirt are done with the speed paints, and it looks really good. It really pops. I'm actually really happy with the way this guy came out, all in all, to be honest. But really I paint mostly in the like more classic heavy metal style. So I've got my Custodes, of course, and then my Sons of the Phoenix. Oh, this guy's not actually finished. Maybe I'll put him to the side when I need a distraction. My Sons of the Phoenix Space Marines, which are absolutely fun. The big challenge for me here was using my airbrush more. So I do the armor in big batches, mostly kind of walking up from a it's like the one kind of random paint I have is this Vallejo Luftwaffe gray, which is like my base coat for my Space Marine army, and then I kind of walk it up through a to titanium white to get a really nice clean gradient that then I soak in oil wash and destroy. But it was, the point was for me to get more comfortable with my airbrush. Because I'm trying to give myself a new challenge every. Thanks. I'm really happy with this guy. This is one of the more recent Space Marines. But then I've just put the speed paint over the right arm to do the purple. And you still get some of that gradient, though I think if I would thin it down, it'd look a bit better. So I'm gonna play with that moving forward. And then my newest army is my Orc Knights army using the Chaos Knights rules, and I'm trying the Borderlands cell shading comic book style, and it's a lot of fun, and it makes doing these big models a lot easier. So this is the army I'm kind of playing the most right now, because at my local gaming shop, there's a guy running the Pariah Nexus Crusade pack, and I'm running my Stompa Wah, as I like to call him. Is his foot? Oh, his foot is loose. What do you know? So that's fun, and yeah. Ironically, I think I've got the most points fully painted. Ooh, that might be bold, right? Well, this is, in my opinion, the model out of this army that looks the best. Besides the Claptrap Carnivore. So, you know, it's an experiment, it's fun, it's something different. It's a different challenge. You know, what's the point in doing the same thing over and over and over again, you know? You know, and I really am an Imperium player at heart, and I can only survive doing, you know, recipe-based color schemes so much, which is one of the things I use to justify all my armies to myself is, oh, if I don't want to paint gold and blue, well, I can paint white and purple, and I can paint Space Marines. Or if I want to paint something random, I can paint Orc Knights, and if I don't want to paint something big, I can paint, you know, maybe Guard, and, you know, Slapshot, trying to use a faster method. And I've only ever painted one tank and one dreadnought, so I'm a little intimidated by doing vehicles. You know, the airbrush was an incredibly helpful tool for that. But I've got a Land Raider for my Custodes I need to paint. And obviously, if I start a Guard army, we're gonna have some tanks to paint. So might need to. Before too long, I should probably try to tackle that Land Raider and make that a challenge of how do I get a model like that. And like I shouldn't be scared of painting big models, because the current knight that's getting painted is this chunky boy by the name of Ed Shredda de Loot Master, whose Wallstrike Claw needs some new teeth. So I really shouldn't be too scared of doing big models, because this guy's absolutely massive, and my Knight Tyrant proxy is even bigger. He's so fucking big. So we'll see. Back in the day, started out with 40k, and then D&D, yeah. Break out with 40k. Dragons. That's awesome. That's gonna be really cool to see. Really won't get back into 40k or PML sometime soon. So, I mean, I hope you do too. I hope you just do whatever you enjoy, and we'll see. In a couple months, I'm hoping to have more time to do streams and stuff, so maybe we could set up a collab or something. So that'd be fun. Collabs are always fun. So what's your like current painting project? What's currently sitting on your workbench? Oh my gosh, a Warlord Titan, wow. That's awesome. the Warlord Titan as the channel mascot is absolutely amazing. He turns out well. That is a little large. That's a bit daunting for myself. But I would be lying if I said I don't have some not so secret plans to at some point print a orc titan. Probably more on the warhound scale. But you know, to be the big dumb brute of my Stomp-A-Wah warband. So that's absolutely awesome. I don't know if I would ever be able to trust myself with like an official Warlord Titan. I'd be so scared I'd destroy it or make it absolutely ugly. Currently doing a horde of orcs and dwarves for a viewer. Wow, that's insane. So how many models does he have you painting? For you to both call it a horde, but him to have that large of a collection. Collecting for 30 years. Wow, that's incredible. Oh man, I've spilled all over this guy. It's a shame. Should clean that up a bit. Just a little too slow. It's fine. This can be. Where did that get down? I should be doing better than that. I've heard about 20 very detailed sculpts my first time working with these. That's still really cool. Where are the sculpts from, if you don't mind me asking? Love to take a look at them. Skip some motions, birds. No, I'm just on my. Games episode King of Borderline. Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna drop this into Google real quick. Oh, I don't want to do any of that craziness. Okay, hold on. The games. Wrestle dwarves. There we go. Oh, very cool. Oh, those are super cool sculpts. I love how ornate the armor is. That is very awesome. Those look great. I bet they're either very fun to paint or the filigree gets annoying. Oh, the shields, all the different shields is awesome. Those are great. Yeah. Bring with the Turbo Dork color shifts paints. I've heard of those. I have not played with them yet, though. Those are very cool paints. They need to be run through. I mean, that's my goal for the summer, is to build myself an even better airbrush scenario, because right now I've got basically a backsplash box with a fan that's got basically covered in paper towels as a bit of a fume extractor, and I just go really slow. So yeah, better airbrushing setup is gonna be a necessity, probably over the summer, cause yeah, limited space living situations and the New England winter weather when I want to paint a lot is not super friendly to that. I'll be right back. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you ever so much. I genuinely don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming, but I'm hanging out for a bit, so thanks for sharing. think my goal for today, seeing that it's 6, we've been streaming for 2 hours, which is usually what I do, but I, you know, kind of want to go longer. I would love to get all of the armor based out and maybe get all the blues done. So basically get the armor done, and then on a, I say that, but it's because I'm not drinking. Hey, I'll hydrate. That's why my hands keep shaking, because I'm sitting here not actually taking care of myself. If I could get the armor done, that'd be great, and then we could have like a shorter stream, maybe later this week. I've got some evenings off. We'll see. Do all the spears and the islands is it's been so good. It's been so long since I knocked one of these guys off their base. All right. Digging the white, gold, blue. Yes, I am quite a fan. Like I said, this is my original army. Been collecting it for 2 years now, so wow, I've really only been painting minis for 2 years. Proof that it's not a very difficult hobby if you enjoy it. What was I just saying? Yeah, so the theming is, you know, the Indominus Crusade idea. So these are called the Cobalt Guard, because my favorite sorry. The theming is from the Stormlight Archive, originally, which is my favorite book series by Brandon Sanderson. My favorite normal shield host is the Argent Shield. The guys who get assigned to protect some random Imperium citizen who's going to be important to the Imperium at some point, and maybe no one knows why, whether it be an Inquisitor or a Space Marine or even just a Guardsman. But I always thought it was kind of odd that in a lot of their lore, there's not always a lot of explanation for why they're there, and it often feels kind of like cheap guarding duty, and like they might not ever have a lot of obvious impact. So my lore goes as such that you know, when Lord Commander or Lord Regent Gilliman went to good old Trajan Valoris and went, you know, stop being lazy and guarding my dead dad, you know, come do something for once. You know, the Captain General then went to the commanders, the Captain Commanders of all the shield hosts, saying, I would like a detachment from each of your shield hosts to represent the custodians in this new Great Crusade. And the Argent Shield went, we will give you a detachment who will go and fight the necessary battles, the ones that are going to be a big deal, even if it's not obvious why. And they will fight tooth and nail to ensure those successes. And so they created the Cobalt Guard, which is my shield host. Little lore dump for you. And it's pretty. On top of everything, it's pretty. hands are so shaky right now. I'm just kind of accepting I'm gonna have to go back through and clean up some edges with my white gold, but that's fine. It's basically an edge highlight at that point, right? A little annoying. But no, as far as gold armor recipes, this is just the Pro Aquiro white gold with Azrak's Earthshade washed over it. And then a dry brush of the white gold again. Nice and simple. Like the backstory, there's some good books around the Indominus Crusade that involve, yeah, absolutely. It's when I started getting into the lore of Warhammer, I had no intention of starting collecting or much less playing the game. And just the more and more I got into the lore, especially around the Custodes, I was like, they are ridiculous. And why would you ever have a Space Marine when you could have a Custodian? So, between that and the fact that everyone was like, they're a good starting army because you really only have to roll 2s and 3s. And most things happen on 2s and 3s, and you don't need a whole bunch of models. I was like, alright, I'm sold. Give me the plastic crack. I'm in. GW, take my money, take my soul. Though the joke I'm trying to make, a running joke on the theme, is that on the channel at least, is that on this platform we interact with the 5th Chaos God, and we must worship the 5th Chaos God, which of course is not the Emperor, and of course is not James' workshop, but is the algorithm. You must pay lip service to the other two. The algorithm is the one who decides our fate here. Right? It's a good joke. Like a quick adjustment. Oh, what happened? Nope, we're back. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Okay. Please feel free to use that on your streams. I think it's a good joke. Yet to work it into like a stream tagline. Probably should. Friends, guardsmen, countrymen, lend me your ears while we do service to the algorithm and try to eke out some happiness in the meantime. Nah, it's very dour. I don't like that. That's very... I can do better. Come up with something. Friends helping with that. I found many channels are heavily chaos pollinated, and I'll just skip that. Yeah, I'm not a chaos follower. I mean, there's the is it the Warhammer podcast? That's one of their guys has the saying of, there are Night Lords fans and then there are those who have yet to read the omnibus. I've read the omnibus. Talos is a great character. I hate the rest of the Night Lords. I am sorry about it. Kurz couldn't care. Talos is a great character. Talos is a wonderfully written character. Those books are great. Not going to turn me into a Night Lords player, much less a Chaos player. Granted, Karn the Betrayer and the first Loyalist, the Loyal Emperor's Child, are some of the best characters in the Horus Heresy for sure. But cross-pollinated, they share many viewers. I mean, yeah, that's definitely worthwhile. But I think that's going to be true for any kind of niche you get your channel into. And I mean, if you go and look at my channel at all, this channel started as a Nerf modding channel. That was my hobby for a very long time, and I started it as a COVID I'm bored project, and it served me very well in that guise and in that role. And then, you know, college happened, and my willingness to film and record and edit, really, YouTube channels, or not YouTube channels, YouTube videos, all but disappeared. So I took a break for a while, and then did a little streaming here and there, just as I was doing different hobby projects. And recently, I've kind of found the want to do more, and streaming is low, not low effort, but low time commitment in comparison to like doing pre-recorded videos, which are better, in my opinion, and easier to grow your channel with. But streaming is perfectly fine, and it's what's doable for me right now, so that's what I'm doing. I have some ideas for some video series. I'm working on some scripts for some more videos about about the Crusade I'm playing right now, which I think will be fun. But you know, you'll always find cross-pollination across channels that cover the same things, and if you do, you know, the similar niches, of course you're gonna get more that way. But I definitely think the Warhammer space is where you're gonna find a lot of audience for mini painting. Like when I did a couple weeks of streaming pretty consistently because I was in between second jobs, so I was just trying to fill my days a bit. And oh my gosh, my numbers were so much better the second I put a Space Marine under the brush. It was kind of ridiculous. Like I'd paint my knights, or I'd paint a custodian, and they'd be fine. And then I'd do a stream or two painting some Space Marines. I think I painted Space Marines for a week. By the end of the week, I had like 20 people watching my stream. I was like, oh, Space Marines. Check out Frost and Fists. Those over huge 40K. I'll check him out. I'm not actually familiar with that channel. I will give them a look up once I finish touching up this guy. This is my... Who's base coated? Geez, what's with this paint staining my brushes today? There we go. The Space Marines have read the draw. Yeah. And like, luckily, I like painting my Space Marines. I like my Emperor, or my not Emperor children. They're definitely not Emperor children. They're definitely Imperial fists. I'm sorry, Inquisitor. What am I looking up? Frost and Fists. Cool. I'll check out their content sometime. And they're a fun painting challenge, but right now I'm not super interested in playing them, so like my like want to paint them is low right now. I mean, I'll definitely go back to them and keep painting on them because they're absolutely gorgeous models. I love this paint scheme. But I don't know, maybe if I get to streaming more consistently, I'll have like a Space Marine night where it's like, all right, let's take our YouTube medicine and paint a Space Marine tonight. It's a little it's a little sardonic, but you know what I mean. Let's worship and bow to our chaos god, the algorithm, and put a Marine on the channel. I really want to paint the blue right now because it'll really make these guys start to pop. So let's go ahead and do really nice 1-to-1 of so I use the dark gray blue and then just the pure blue as my blues for my Custodes. So I do base coat, 1-to-1, blue highlight, and it works pretty dang well for me. Let's get some more water on my wet palette. It's ranking up thirstily today. I think I do 1-to-1. I don't often batch paint my Custodes, so I usually just eyeball it, but this looks about right. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Jeez. Paint it, just dropped that guy like 3 times. And I love the second I stop just being stuck on base coats, like the entire process just accelerates so quickly. It's so nice. Hilarious. Sorry, focusing on getting some highlights down on this fabric. Nice. Happy with the way this is shaping up already. Oh man, I missed some spots on this gas pauldrons. Go back and fix that in a second. There are times with batch painting. Oh, I'm not great with batch painting either. I really, jeez, I don't know if I have any, to be honest. I also struggle with batch painting. It's not my favorite thing in the world. When I started painting Custodes, it was kind of my goal to never batch paint, and then I realized that that's not always super reasonable to ask of myself. To like treat every single model like an individual, like they are in the lore. It's kind of just take it one step at a time and not push yourself to the point of annoyance. I think it was 2 days ago I started working on these guys, and I finished up the gold armor and started the blue cloth. And I only painted for about an hour and was tired and knew that I wasn't going to paint forever in that sitting. And so I just kind of accepted that when I got tired of it, I was going to stop. And just tried to finish whatever step, whatever specific part I was working on. So like I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish base coating the waist wraps and at least get one good base coat on the waist wraps of the Wardens. It's like, okay, that's doable. And then today, you know, as the title and the thumbnail would suggest, it is rainy and gross. But it's the first Saturday I've had off of work in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So 2 weeks. So or 2 weekends. I had 2 weekends where I had to work Saturday. So I knew I wanted to like just have a chill day and paint. So I was just like, I'm just gonna keep working on the Wardens. And you know, I lined up a couple things for me to look at and talk about on stream, and I put on a stream, which always helps me paint. And just kind of work on it and give myself plenty of distractions. I tend to do the same. So yeah, I know people can sit down and batch paint an entire unit at once. And I think this is where tools like speed paint are probably lovely things to use. So to get to play with that is going to be entertaining. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. The real challenge for this squad for me was the fact that I could not find a box of Custodian Wardens anywhere. There's quite a few gaming stores in my close vicinity. Kind of lucky that way. There's like the one that's got the good gaming community by it. And there's a GW, and there's another one that's got mostly TCG games in stock, but they run their Warhammer stuff like 10% off all the time. None of the places had a box of Wardens, and I knew I wanted some Sisters of Silence to like finish my 2,000 point army, because I wanted to finally have 2,000 points of an army. So I just got a combat patrol and just got took milliput and sculpted waist wraps, because it's the main visual difference between Wardens and Custodian Guards. So they're kind of ugly. They don't look great. So I've not sculpted anything in particular, and I know green stuff is supposedly easier and better to sculpt with. But you know, I used what I had. And you know, they work. They work just fine. Really, do what lets you get through some batch painting. I have not taken the plunge to do any commission painting yet, though I am talking to a friend about painting a spaceship model of his design for him, just so he can have a fully finished one for advertising purposes and whatnot. But well, that's exactly it. Is my sculpting will look perfectly fine on the tabletop, which is what most of my models are painted for. I like to take extra time with some character models. Like, I took a good chunk of time painting my Trajan Valoris. Still not super pretty, but is probably the cleanest paint job I've done so far. You know, this Terminator Librarian's not bad. Me looking at him, realizing I haven't done any of the runes on his armor, and I haven't done a lot of the detail and fine highlighting. And I need to clean up his base a bit. You know, just a little cleanup work. But even put him on the tabletop, and he looks great. He stands out great. So far I'm pretty happy with him. Trying to think. This guy, which I think is the first one I did, is the one that's obviously ugly. This guy's pretty clean. The guy I just painted is pretty clean. That guy's a little ugly. It is what it is. They'll do the job. I got my first commission recently. I did nice. That's what I'm scared of. Is I'm scared of becoming that nth degree perfectionist, and I'm kind of proud. I don't keep stuff on sprue. My Kree kill team lived on the sprue for about a month. That's not true. More like 2. Because I built them really slow. But I try to get things built, because if I can see them, I'll remember I need to paint them. But I have a habit of priming, zenithal priming models, and then letting them sit for a long time. And my Space Marines, a vast majority of my Space Marines have the white and purple done, and nothing else. Because I batched that out really well, because batching with an airbrush is really nice. But batch base coating with an airbrush is really nice. I think that's the only way I'm gonna do the predominant color on things from now on, because it actually uses less paint for me, and it goes so much faster and gets much more even coats, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I think I don't really feel the need to take on painting commissions. I've offered to do like airbrushing for some friends who just don't have an airbrush. You know, priming, base coating, you know, simple stuff. You know, just to help them save some time. But I'm not doing my cleanest work today. And that's okay. One, two, three, four. Here's my ugly boy. Got an airbrush to use. I got a give me a second. I have just a pretty cheap compressor. There's an Amazon special compressor. It's, I think, basically tankless. It's not the best thing in the world, but it does the job and is reliable. That's not my best work, but I just recently, meaning for Christmas, obtained a Harder & Steinbach Ultra, just like the base model, and it's incredible. I had a, like, literally an Amazon special, like, $15 airbrush before this, and it did the job, but the difference is almost like I don't know, like I can't really fully describe it. I mean, just like the fit and finish, and the like, there's very little play in the trigger or any of the fitments and all the threading. Yeah, I absolutely love it. The thing I genuinely notice the most is how much easier it is to clean. Because I will be the first one to admit that, and my girlfriend will be the second one to admit that I complain about myself forgetting to deep clean it after every time I use it. And just like doing a quick clean and then coming back, it's like, this is gunked up and I have to clean it now. But it's like, even if it's been sitting for a week or two being gunked up, it's clean in 10 minutes. And back to kicking butt. I've got the big, I don't know why I have the big bowl. Oh, because I think the last thing I did with it was base coat my big purple knight. My knight to spoiler proxy. So yeah, I love this thing. It's great. And like I said, my next big hobby upgrade, okay, besides playing with some speed paints, is like hobby space upgrade is a better airbrush station. The best upgrade I've made in recent time is my arcs light, my halo light. I was finding it hard to like actually get to and see the detail I knew was sculpted on my models, and I wanted to paint on my models. I couldn't like address it well, and I was starting to play around with like, you know, using reading glasses as magnification and this, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, let's start with better light, and it fixed my visibility issue literally overnight. So, you know, and I was just using like a desk lamp before, so I had to like crouch under the desk lamp, and now I don't have to do that. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to make this dude's skirt prettier, because it ain't. And if I slave over it with my brush, I'm just going to get frustrated. It's only going to do so much in the long run. Nail lacquer shaker from Amazon, another tool. Oh. All right, I'll have to keep that in mind, because you know, I've seen everyone on YouTube with their fancy paint shakers, and whip the crap out of my wrist, and it's not always the best thing. Yes. Okay, you can't say something like that on the internet and not expect someone somewhere to comment on it. Like, come on. That's too funny. Oh, one more on my mid-tone, and it is 6:30, not bad. Oh, am I gonna make it to 7? I'm gonna make it to 7. Oh, I'm getting tired, which means I'm getting hungry. What am I eating for dinner? I don't know what I'm eating for dinner. Ooh, is your Discord public? I might have to jump in there. If it's linked on your channel or something, I'll just go hunt it down and find it because it's better for your algorithm. But I keep thinking about starting up a channel Discord, and then like I get back off of having time to be super active on my channel, and those ideas go away. And the like willingness to be a constant moderator is hard. Sure is. Yeah, I'll jump in there. I'll jump in there probably sometime tonight. Make it off stream. So I am a user of Discord, but it is not a superpower of mine. I am not the most Discord literate person on the planet. Something to work on, I would assume. Content creators even. Huh. Cool. I'll hop in there. Seems like you got a good community around you. When I went and hit subscribe, I was surprised you had so few subscribers. How old's your channel? How long have you been making content? Eight months? Oh, that's not terrible. Oh, it's always a slow start on a new platform. Definitely. Depending on what my summer looks like, I've got a handful of ideas of some like collab series that I might try to put a little group together. Things like some gaming on Tabletop Simulator to stream / make VODs of. Run a little crusade or something. Maybe a TTRPG. whether it be D&D or otherwise. Just been kicking around ideas. Got, have a lot of friends who are not local to me that I'd love to game with again. And I should have more free time over the summer, but we'll find out, which is again one of the reasons I'm not committing to anything and just sharing ideas to see if anyone picks up on them with some excitement, because outside excitement helps so much when it comes to new projects. Yes, I am East Coast, US based. Why? What you thinking about? What you scheming up? If it's not something you want to make public, there's an email for the channel in the description here, or you can follow my link tree and DM me on Instagram are probably the best ways to get a hold of me. Before I hop in your Discord, do a paint and ooh, fun. Oh no, that'd be a lot of fun. I'd totally be down for that. Yeah, that sounds like a blast. Be quite the challenge for me. Even if it wasn't, I'd still be down. Probably Imperial, since he's familiar with them too. Yeah, no, whatever y'all land on, I would totally be down for that collab. That sounds like a blast. Oh, always. And you know, amongst us small creators, the rising tide raises all ships, you know. So, that would be quite fun. It's good stuff. It's nice to be a positive person on the internet sometimes. There's so much negativity out in the world. It's not worth adding to it. Whew, I think my hands are getting tired. I'm getting moving too fast. Two. 3 more to highlight the blue on. Yeah, then I'm definitely gonna call it a night. I'm getting turd. And that's just fine. Exactly what I was talking about my approach to batch painting is. I could quit right now and be perfectly satisfied, but I'm halfway through the squad on one step. Let me finish that step. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. You've really made this stream a lot more entertaining than me just talking into the void. I'll jump on your Discord and I'll connect with you. Connect with you later. Hey, you too. Have a good rest of your Saturday. One more, and then we're done for the day. Nice. Let's clean up my brushes for one. Cool. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wardens. Probably 75, 80%, probably 80% painted. Still gotta do the bases, still gotta do those spears and the eyes, really. And then that's kind of my bare minimum on my Custodes. They look good. I think I hit a brighter highlight for once on these guys. But I think it's because I'm not gonna put a wash over the blue this time. This is my experiment this time, painting up this squad, was doing the wash for the gold armor before doing the blue bits. And I think it's gonna let the blue pop just a little bit more. So yeah, that's me painting for, how long has the stream been going? Since 4? No. It's about 3 full hours of painting today. That's pretty dang good. Well, yeah. Thanks for everyone who's watching the VOD. Thanks for everyone who watched thus far in any capacity, and thanks for Paint Minis Live for hanging out and chatting for a while. Go check out his channel. I will try to remember to put a link in the description once I stop the stream. Make sure you're liked, subscribed, comment down below all the YouTube things to keep my willingness to keep this going nice and high. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.